Ladies and gentlemen, get ready to listen to some mumbly jumbly. All the way from St. Albans, your host for tonight, Abs the Magic, Supercoach Godfather.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel, and thank you for joining. Now, in today's episode, we're going to do some advanced tactics. Okay, we're going to teach you the advanced stuff. Now, we've done the preschool, we've done the kindergarten, we went to primary school, we passed all that. You even gave an apple to the teacher. You were that good. Okay, well, the teacher gave you an apple. We went to high school. You completed it. You finished year 12. You did so good. Now we're going to go university, okay? Now it's time. Your time has come, and we're not going to any university. We're going to Oxford, okay? We're going to the top shelf. Just come on down, everybody, okay? Now, I'm going to give you 2 lessons in one today. So there's going to be 2 different episodes in one because they're sort of combined together. They're sort of like friends, these 2 episodes. So we're going to discuss a little topic, and this topic is very important. So let's continue. Now, when you look in your app, all right, and sometimes you look at your team and you look at how many players are missing in your buy round, and you look and you say, oh, I've got 18 players available in round 12, and you look and you says, oh, I've got 19 available in round 20. That's not correct, okay? We've been doing it wrong all this time. That's not how we work it out. How you need to, now this was sort of part of the second lesson, okay? How you need to work it out, how many players you have available, all right, is you need minimum 14 primos, but 15 is advisable, all right? 15 primos per each round you'll need, all right? Now, you won't have them yet, okay, because you don't even have 15 primos in your team, so just come it down if you're looking now. But you got to plan to have these 15 primos per round in your team. Now, most of your current teams, like the team you just built now, which is obviously the current team, just coming down, okay, will have, say, 11 primos. Okay, you'll have 11 primos. Some of you may have 12, okay, 12 primos. Now, some of you may have 13 primos. Now, if you have 13 primos, you're actually in trouble, okay, because it means that you have a lot of rookies on fields, and you're not going to be scoring too well in the early rounds, okay? And you're going to be playing catch up, and it's going to be very hard for you to catch up. All right, so that's I'm sorry to tell you this, but that's what's going to happen, okay? The good number to have is between 11 and 12. All right. There is no right or wrong with 11 or 12. Both these numbers I'm happy with. Okay, if you have 10, you don't have enough. Okay, if you have 10 primos, you need one more. All right, I'm going to show you why. Now, not enough. Okay, let's say not enough. You got too much mid-price madness. Okay, you've gone crazy. You've done a Ken Bruce and gone mad. If you got 10 primos, okay, you need to have at least 11 or 12. And what is a primo, you may ask? Okay, well, I'm glad you asked that question. Okay, a primo, a gulden equals primo. Okay, that's what we call a primo. Even though he's not a 600k player, we're using him like a Hewitt last year who was 430k, but he was a primo, or like a Cripps who was 430k, he was a primo. So we're assuming that Gulden is a primo. That's why you're getting him. Otherwise, there's no point getting Gulden. A player like D Cam, if you got him, you're only getting him because you think he's a primo. Okay, so a player that you think is a keeper equals a primo. All right. Now, I don't have D Cam in my team. All right, so just come it down. But let's get. That's what a primo is, all right? So you're going to have 10, 11, 12, or 13 primos. I'm hoping it's 11 or 12. Now, let's count the rounds. Round 5, round 6, round 7, round 8, round 9, round 10, round 11. Okay, the following round is a bye round. So round 11 is our last round. Now, how many rounds are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 rounds that you can upgrade your team, all right? Now, in that 7, how many primos do you have? If you have 11 plus 7 equals, you'll have 18 primos. Let's just say along the way, somewhere, you got a double primo, okay? You had 3 of your players were, let's say, were 450 each, and the primos dropped in 550, so you got double 2 primos. So let's give you an extra one. So you got 19, all right? We'll give you an extra primo. Just come down, okay? And this one, so if you have 12, let's say we've got you to 20, all right? But it'll be pretty hard. You might be stuck on 19 as well. But let's just say 20, all right? But I can't see 20 happening. So I'm predicting by the end of round 11, all right, you'll have 19 primos. That's our goal, okay? Now, with 19 primos, all right, in round 12, how many of those can we afford to not be playing out of the 19? My guess would be 4, all right? That way you'll have 15 primos on field in round 12. Now, you can go 5. If you go 5, you'll have 14 primos. So let's say between 4 and 5, all right? So you'll have 14 primos and 4 rookies on field in round 11, in round 12. If you have 5 primos missing, are we clear so far? Do we understand this much? Just calm it down. Okay, so let's continue. Now, in round 12, these are the 4 teams that are not playing. The Lions, Sydney, St Kilda, and Freo, okay? Now, from these 4 teams, everyone will have Marshall, okay? If you don't have Marshall, you shouldn't even be watching this channel right now. Just calm it down. You should have the Marshall. Okay, so Marshall should be 1. Now, Darcy is in 12% of teams. Marshall's in 51. Now, a lot of you may have Darcy. We know a lot of you have Dunkley. So that's 2, okay? 2 gone. Now, I personally have Darcy. That's 3 gone. I also have Gulden. That's 4 gone. Now, I'm talking on my behalf, okay? Now, you might be different. You might have Steele, or you might have Brayshaw, or you might have Neil. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is, I've already got my 4 players gone. Are going to be missing round 12 out of my 19 primos. So I only got 15 primos left. Now, let's, for argument's sake, say you don't have, you've got these 4, all right? You don't have any of these other players. That's fine. That's no problems. Okay, let me show you something now. We go to round 13. We've done round 12. So round 12, okay, we have, let's say we've got 4, all right? Let's just say 4. We're stuck on 4, all right? So in round 12, we've got 4 primos that are missing. So what happens in round 12? We don't trade. No trades, okay? You can't trade in round 12. Why? Because who are you going to bring in? There's a bye coming up in round 13. There's a bye coming up in round 14. And there's a bye coming up in round 15. So what are you going to bring in? A player that has a bye round in round 13, 14, or 15? So you can't do any trade. You've got to wait, okay? So round 12, you're waiting. Unless you're desperate, okay, and you don't have enough players, then you might trade. Or you're going to trade out rookies and just sort of build some cash. So in and out, a rookie in and out. That you might do that, okay? A rookie on a bubble who's going to give you some cash, okay? Something like this. But anyway, usually no trades. And you got four primos missing. So you got 15 primos left. 15 primos on field. However, in round 13, you have 3 trades to make. Okay? So that means you're going to upgrade. Most likely, you're going to bring in 2 primos plus 1 rookie. All right? You're going to upgrade. That's common. That's normal. Okay. In round 4... What happened here? Get back there. All right. He's running away. Round 14, he's running away. In round 14, you can do the same. Same thing, okay? 3 trades. Most likely, let's just say, well, we've got 19. Let's just say 1 primo plus 2 rookies, okay? Just in case you run out of cash, okay? So far, we have 19 primos, plus 3 more primos, and now we're up to 22 primos, okay? Are we clear so far? We have 22 primos by round 14. So you brought in 3 extra primos, all right? Now, here's the problem, okay? Let me show you something. Before I show you this something, okay? Let's say in round 5, all right? I want to show you Brayshaw. Let's go to Brayshaw. Look at his draw. Okay, let's go to Brayshaw. Have a look at his draw. First round, St Kilda. Okay, he's going to cop a tag. Okay, against West Coast, they tagged him. Adelaide tagged him. Okay, last year twice. Okay, he's most likely going to cop 3 tags here, coming from. Let's just say 2 tags. Okay, there's 2 tags coming for sure. Maybe a third one. All right. Now, let's just, for argument's sake, say that Brayshaw's price. What is it there? 615. It dropped to 500k. So what are you going to do? You're going to get him in. All right. So let's say we've got Brayshaw as well. We brought him in. Okay, we brought Brayshaw in. All right. And now, let's just say that Steele. Okay, let's have a look at Steele's draw. Now, Steele, get over here. I can't see his draw. What's going on? Okay, Steele's draw. He plays against Essendon here. He's going to cop a tag here. Let's just say he had a bad score. Let's just say he had 2 bad scores. His price went to 500k. Now, what are you going to do? You might have to get Steele in. Okay, let's say we got Steele in as well. Okay, we brought him in because they were cheap. All right, that's fine. Now, let's get back here. You bought Steele and you... Now, in round 13, you got 3 trades. You need to bring in 2 primos. And round 14, you got 3 trades. You need to bring 1 primo. All right, let's get back here. You need to find me 3 primos now. Okay, now find me 3 primos from here that you'd like. Okay, 3 primos. You're not going to like Heaney, okay? You're upgrading your team. You're not going to get Jackson. You probably won't get Warner. You won't get Parker. They're not the best going around. You want to get the best for your team. 3 primos. So you might get Neil. All right, that's 1. We don't know what Sinclair's role is going to be, all right? You're probably not going to get Young. There's no players to get, is what I'm trying to say. There's no one you want to get. They're all gone. So the chances are you want to leave Brayshaw and Steele there so you can get Neil, Brayshaw, and Steele. You want to get these 3, okay? Because there's no one else left. Or you can get Mills. You can get one of these maybe and get Mills later. But there'll be no other player left to get because we don't know if Sinclair's going to be good anymore. Okay, it looks like he's playing a bit of midfield, a bit of defence, so he's not going to have the same impact. We don't know if he'll be top 6. We don't know if Young's going to be top 6. So who are you going to get? You can't get anyone else. That's something to think about. So what you've got to do... Right, let's get back here. What you've got to do is you've got to make sure you've got no more than 4 or 5. 5 at the absolute maximum by the time you get to the bye rounds, okay? So that way it gives you an option to get at least a couple of players to upgrade because there's no one else left because you can't, when you're in round 13, you can't get players that are playing in round 14 or 15 because they've got a bye coming. And when you're in so you have to get players from round 12. When you're on round 14, you have to get players from round 13 and 12. Okay, in round 13, there's Stewart available as well, okay? We can get Stewart. And there's also... But you probably already got Stewart by then. If you didn't have Stewart by the time you get to round 14, you're in trouble already. And there's also Took Miller, but you should also have him by then. So virtually they're out of the equation. So that's a scenario you're facing, okay? Be careful of the round 12 players, okay? It's vital. You don't get too many at the start because you have to leave some when you're upgrading. That's my point, all right? And that's all for today. Thank you for joining. And remember one thing. It's nice to be important, but it's important to be nice. Ciao for now.